Moving on to our third bout of the afternoon. Entering the cage first into the red corner. Please make some noise for Tom No Sauce Godber. And his opponent into the blue corner. Make some noise for Tyros. Got Sauce Basran. Introduced again the fighter in the red corner, weighing 61.7 kilograms. Fighting out of Trojan, Warwickshire, with a record of 2 wins and no losses. Please make some noise for Tom No Sauce Godber. And his opponent, the fighter in the blue corner, weighing 60.9 kilograms. Fights out of First Legion. This is his amateur MMA debut. Please make some noise for Tyros Got Sauce Basran.
And we are back here at Golden Ticket Fight Promotion 6. We move to the bantamweight division. Amateur action on deck. Tom Godber with the red tape on his gloves and the black shorts, taking on Tyros Basran. Grey shorts, blue gloves. Immediately evident to see is that Basran, the much taller of the two here, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. But Godber, constant movement looking in, and Basran straight away pulling guard.
Well, it looked like he was going to be content to use that range, and it looked like he was going to use it well, but Godber straightened on the takedown, and in doing so immediately negates that height and reach advantage.
Now he's finding a way to posture up a little bit, looking for a knee bar perhaps?
Well, looking for the Achilles tendon pull, straight ankle lock, twisting ankle locks, obviously not allowed under the amateur rules. That Achilles tendon pull is more of a pain submission than an injury submission. If you can gut it out, it's not going to seriously hurt you, but obviously that's easier said than done.
Using that scramble, managed to get back on top, really looking to push those and into the full mount.
And that's the one big negative of these leg-based submissions. You do leave yourself open for a sweep, and Tom Godber really taking advantage of that, passes straight through the guard like a hot knife through butter. Sitting quite high in this mount, needs to be careful.
Yeah, looking for the arm, I think, now.
Yeah, just going to try and switch his hips over to the left-hand side here.
When Tyros battling, again, Tyros working really hard for his bag. Awkward, awful position to be in, but working really hard. Godber not being able to do much at all, but he's...
Yeah, Basran was looking for the TK sweep, but he's given up his arm. He's stepped over, he's doing everything right, but it's not always enough. He needs to get that elbow past the fulcrum point. It looks like
he's going to sneak it out, and now he's on top. Trying to take his back, takes his back,
Takes his back in the scramble, but Godber able to roll through. We've got a fight on our hands here, Steve.
We do. Godber slowing the pace a little bit now. That head nicely buried deep into the chest, looking for those opportunities now.
Yeah, fast and furious action. It looks like Godber just wanting to slow things down, gather his thoughts, and come up with another plan of attack here.
Blue corner very vocal, telling him to try to wrap that arm,
Well, you came close early with the arm bar, but whenever you set up that high in the mount for that long, you've always got to watch for that TK sweep, the two arms under the armpits. They'll take you right over and leave you in a very disadvantageous position, but...
I mean, his composure off his back here is fantastic. He took the time to glance over, listen to his corner talk. He's obviously not worried. Going to see the round out on bottom, though.
Well, Godber with 2 fights, his amateur record already, but at this level, when the actual in-cage experience is low, sometimes having that composure, being able to listen to and take instruction from your corner can be what wins or loses you around and ultimately the fight.
A real competitive first round there, and again, I think Godber, if we're looking from the judge's perspective, probably worked that little bit more in the more dominant positions. But as you keep saying, we got a fight on our hands.
Absolutely, I think you'd struggle not to give that round to Godber on the judges' scorecards. But hey, you know, Basran never looked like he was out of the fight. He never looked like he was in a serious danger apart from that moment with the armbar. But he did everything right. He escaped the armbar. And as you said, we've very much got a fight on our hands here. You certainly wouldn't think that this one was a foregone conclusion. It's not one that you'd be betting on in play, put it that way.
Absolutely. Corners clear as we get ready for this second of 3 rounds in this bantamweight contest.
Just 3 minutes to play with in the amateur division, so it does make those periods of control all that more important. And again, straight to the mat early on. This is where Godber finished the first round. Let's see what he can do with a little bit more time to work.
Again, Basran is showing, I think, really good composure for your first foray into the cage. Not panicking, working hard to nullify anything Tom tries to do in order to get space. Maybe even looking to bring those legs up for a triangle.
Well, his corner have been asking him to wrap the neck up or wrap the arm up, not sure which, but he's moving the hips out already. He's definitely looking for something here. Because clearly it's not a guy who's, you know, but he walked into the gym a few weeks ago and then taking his first amateur fight. He obviously knows what he's doing in here. Whether he can put it into practice, we'll wait and see.
Again, closes up the guard, locks down the right arm. Godber looking to posture up now, try to land something meaningful.
He's going to watch for the wheelbarrow sweep when he stands up very high. He needs to just compact himself a little bit, get those knees bent. Basran again spinning for a leg here, but very, very low percentage submission.
Yeah, Godber just followed him round, but what it has done is stop Tom Godber from landing shots from the top position to his head, so...
As we said, just 3 minutes to play with in the amateur division, so these periods of top control all of a sudden become much more important than they would in a pro fight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, essentially, if Basran doesn't do anything here, this is Godber's round, with very little offensive output.
Absolutely. Really look.
Basran pulling that head down, just trying to prevent Godber from getting any room, trying to work the high guard now, perhaps a little bit of rubber guard going on here. Plenty of options with triangles and sweeps from the rubber guard, but
a nice little adjustment from Godber there, releases him from that position. Very, very good work.
And Basran just going back to locking his man down here. And a stand-up from the referee. I mean, we will see stand-ups a lot more frequently in amateur than we do under the professional rule set, purely to keep the action going. And as we said, we're dealing with just 3 minutes rather than 5, so it does behoove the referee to occasionally make those stand-ups a little bit early. For my money, I thought they were doing good work.
I thought they were doing good work too, but it's a mark that neither fighters, when they're stood up, neither look to the referee with what in their eyes. Again, a very competitive round, but a very competitive round that Godber, I think, is.
Absolutely. As we said, with these shortened time spans, you really do have to look for the bigger moments. And the takeaway from that round for me is that it was Tom Godber on the top. It was Tom Godber with the pressure. We did see a bit of rubber guard, but without strikes or a submission from the bottom, it's really difficult to score that. Under the current scoring systems.
Absolutely.
Whether those systems are correct, that's an argument for another day.
Absolutely.
They're the rules we're fighting under.
And again, if you were, I suppose, if you're more jiu-jitsu or grappling based, that loss of an extra 2 minutes per round is a big, big deal. Gives you time to work. And
absolutely. We often use the term cooking for jiu-jitsu guys and grapplers. They'll take a guy down, they'll wear them out, and then they'll look for them to get sloppy or careless or tired, and then they'll pounce. It's a luxury that's perhaps not afforded in these 9-minute amateur fights.
Well, the seconds are out. Referee's about to start the third and final round. We'll see if Tyros Basran, fighting out of First Legion, the gray shorts, blue gloves, can do enough to steal this fight from Tom Godber.
I'd love to see Tyros back away from his man and maybe get some of that takedown defense going. Unfortunately, not able to fight off the takedown.
But a fortuitous place to be taken down. He's right in front of his corner. Got his whole corner team. Jamie screaming at him now.
Yeah, the key thing for me there was that he backed up in a straight line. You need to move laterally. You need to circle to the left or right. It's the golden rule of fighting when you're on the back foot. Never go in a straight line, because you leave yourself open to a big straight right hand, or as we saw in that case, a nice driving takedown.
He got under the hips really well. The takedown was no issue at all. And well, it's looking to me, third verse, same as the second and the first.
Well, he's looking for the guillotine here. It's a tough angle for us to see. The head pops free there. But again, very, very difficult to score submission attempts while you've got a man on top of you like this. It's, as we say, it's the rules we're fighting under.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, from the perspective of both fighters listening to their corners, Trojan Free fighters telling their man what to do, and like a machine, he's doing it.
It's always promising to see, especially at this early stage in a fighter's career, if they can get that ingrained in them to have that, symbiotic relationship with the corner. It's going to do well for them as they move up the ranks and start facing tougher challenges. Good stand-up from the referee there. I don't think anyone's going to fault that.
No, and again, neither fighter seemed concerned, but I think Godber has recognized the recipe here for success.
Absolutely.
Clinch, get underneath those hips, work for the takedown, and work on top.
And why wouldn't you? You know, one of the key things that people forget about the amateur divisions is it's not about wins and losses there. It's about getting cage time, putting yourself in a live combat situation. So why wouldn't you test what you can do when you find something that works? Keep on doing it and perfect it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
Again, a fight, and a fight that Tyros Basran, not that I'm counting him out with a minute to go, but if it continues this way, this is a fight he will be able to take a lot from.
Oh, absolutely. You know, he's going to go away from this fight, assuming things remain as they are, he's going to go away from this fight and he's going to know a couple of things. He's going to know that he needs to work on his stand-ups, he needs to work on his takedown defense, and he needs to work on his lateral movement. And what a few great lessons to take away from the contest early in your amateur career.
Absolutely. 10 seconds left now on the clock.
You know, if he can get those things nailed down, this is a completely different fight next time.
Absolutely. And as they stand up, Godber raises his hands to the sky. Think he knows. A little bit of frustration maybe on the face of Tyros Basran, but nothing to hold his head down about.
Absolutely not. And you know,
So after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. And we have your winner via unanimous decision for the fighter in the red corner, Tom No Sauce Godber. And please make some noise for your runner-up, Tyros Basran.
ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, Tom Godber. Tom, a hard-fought 3-round decision win. Did he show you anything that you weren't expecting in that?
Man, I'm fucked. I'm done. He was throwing up good triangles, really made me panic with him, but kept my arms in. I just tried to ride it really. I knew I was in for a war, and that's what I prepared for 13 weeks straight, and it was all worth it.
He had a bit of a height and reach advantage on you. Were you aware of that before the fight, and was the plan always to get in close and take him down?
Obviously I got BJJ base. I've been working a lot on my boxing. When I caught him with a double jab and then an overhand, but his stand-up was good. I thought he was a bit tentative, but just took it to the ground and did the business.
Well, before you let you go and have a rest and a beer, is there anyone you'd like to thank here tonight?
Can I thank all my sponsors on my shirt, Sign City, Lift Heavy Apparel, BJH Electrical Services with Ben, fighting later on the card. I got low T-Rex fight gear, Jay Smith decorating, and Team DP Boxing, and obviously all the guys at Trojan. So a massive thank you to everyone for supporting me throughout. It means the world to me. Thank you.
Well, congratulations on the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Tom Godber.